Hello everyone, my name is Ariana Carter. My current thoughts on technology have changed since the beginning of this course. Um, the way that I use technology is still pretty much the same with the PS4, the phone, the computer, the tablets, the iPads, um, the work programs. We're using a software system at work and all of those things. But since doing this project and having to explore other versions of technology, it has given me ideas on how I can expand my reach with my message and my mission, to reach more people, and how to build better networks. For example, with LinkedIn, I hadn't explored that option before. I thought that it was just a resume site where you just post and look for job openings, but it actually allows you to build a network and message back and forth with people for like consultations or trainings or to set up meetings. I could also use that tool to recruit for my current job. So LinkedIn was a positive that I learned about. Also Weebly, although it has like the price to like pay for a full website, it is a good way to get started if you wanted to start a small business or nonprofit, as far as putting your information up on the internet and having a website and a www. Um, so my current feelings are that people are still too involved in the negatives of social media, as far as Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, that sort of thing. But there are some very positive aspects to using technology when it's used professionally and for the greater good. Um, People lost the ability to communicate with each other through social media. They lost the interpersonal skills through using social media. There's also a sense of shame or jealousy or envy that comes with certain people on social media. But if you take away that portion of the technology world, it is a huge asset in advancing and making strides in our communities, and all over the world. Information is able to reach people now in places where it was not able to reach before. And I think that that's one of the biggest um, improvements and assets that using technology in the professional setting brings, is being able to reach people everywhere that you wouldn't be able to reach without it. It also makes huge medical advances and ways of supporting clients in the clinical setting. It gives you a deeper look into data taking and being able to figure out what issues are and how to help people. For example, in my job placement, we just had these guys do something similar to what we did in this class, which is adding on a piece of technology to something that already exists, like a Fitbit, where they added this piece that allows us to basically warn the client that their physiological responses are alluding to the fact that they may be going into crisis. So if their heart rate speeds up, if their blood pressure goes up, if their body temperature changes, we can find those trends proactively and gives us a heads up when we need to be prepared for a bad day or a bad moment. It also helps with the client self-monitoring themselves, where they can now get an alert on this bracelet that says like, hey, maybe you should use some of your coping strategies, take a couple of deep breaths, use your stress ball. It can give all kinds of prompts that could help a person self-monitor. So in that regard, where we're like advancing the ways that we can support and help people, I think technology is amazing and great and can be used for so many great things. I do think that, just like anything, if it's put in the wrong hands, it could be detrimental to a lot of people. So as long as people are using technology in productive and proactive ways, I think that the advancement of technology is going to be an awesome thing for everyone. Thank you so much for listening.